or just Minicam?
Well, it's
And we're live. The Minicam, the output Minicam is sending, you can set that to that incoming stream.
Connection failed. No remote device or expired channel.
Oh, well, hello, Daniel. It's technical difficulty time because I set the latency too low. I had no idea.
Why do we need to low latency?
So, well, we were always so that we didn't wait 40 seconds. It's available. It's just
nothing wrong with waiting. Gives us a chance to sort of think of something to say.
Yeah, makes it more exciting, that's for sure. Yeah, I know, Frederick. They said the broadcast wasn't suitable for advertising, even though we hadn't done it yet. Indeed, eh? I have two cameras running. I don't know. Oh. So, yes, we're working through an issue because I set the latency rather low. Well, whatever the lowest setting is.
Oh, bugger it! I'm just gonna click the link on my phone anyway. It'll go through my phone regardless of Minicam or not.
Well, that's true. That's true enough.
Oh, sign in with your Google account. Oh, for fuck's sake.
Oh, Dean's not feeling well, Frederick. We should be worried about that. Nice, Daniel. That's a good one. Yeah. Let's just go crazy. So, yeah, Dean's not feeling well. He's having issues with his blood sugar, so that's something to be concerned about. So, in a way, it's not surprising that it's having some rough spots, adjusting to a different lifestyle, one with reduced sugar, greatly reduced sugar. And at least your comments stayed from last night. That in and of itself is pretty good.
Why won't it let me join from the phone?
I don't know. Oh, that's the issue I had with Tom, and he had the latest phone. Oh, that's like, I guess that's why you'd right click on one of the black. Yeah, that's right. Right click on one.
This is what I look like because of low latency, people.
Actually,
yeah. There we are. I'm in a wood, flashing at you.
Indeed.
So if you suffer from epilepsy, don't call us. This is what happens when you fuck about with a computer. Just when you get all the settings nice and it works normally, don't touch it. Okay? If it's not broke, don't fix it. Only 3 viewers. I'm not surprised.
Yeah.
It's Halloween. People are doing stuff.
Oh, that's very true.
I mean, is my voice coming through clearly, or am I going? Not funny. No, it's not a Halloween prank, Daniel.
Yeah. Give another shot with the Minicam Mobile. It won't go through directly.
I don't know how to. I don't know how to do it without doing the Minicam.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Hang on. If I get rid of Minicam, bye people. No, This is now coming through. No, wait a minute. No, it's not. If I get rid of this. Ah, yes, change my settings. Hang on. Manycam virtual webcam. No, I don't want that. I want the Microsoft Video. Blah, 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 blah. Oh, there I am. There we are. I've stopped flashing.
Very good.
But I'm in a rather dull background in green.
Well,
that's better. It was Manycam, perhaps.
Or maybe it was just, well, I don't know. Maybe it was, I don't usually run Skype except by itself.
Well, I'm using Skype now. Oh, I've used it last week. I used it the week before. No problem.
Well, I mean, I use it.
Mm-hmm.
But are you saying you have like a little window open in case something you're waiting for something? Oh.
Yeah, a bit of color back in my cheeks.
Ah, yeah.
My face.
And
not my cheeks. You can't see my cheeks.
Well, true enough.
Oh dear.
It runs in the background all the time. Skype does, and that's fine.
I think it was an issue with Manycam for some reason.
It could be. If there's updates, it's just nice that you're not flashing anymore. If there's updates to Windows 10 or Windows 7, although mine's not doing anything here, but I don't have Skype installed. I just
so I'm no longer in a misty wood with ethereal figures hauntingly approaching from the background.
Oh.
Which I spammed everybody with. If you're watching this show, wondering where we have a major technical issue.
Yeah, because I didn't actually see that. You look like you were in some office. Actually, I'll just fade away and be a ghost like last week.
Maybe now if I try Manycam again. If I try Manycam again now and it all goes pear-shaped. Hang on. Then we know that it's Manycam and not my camera.
Yeah, what I don't.
Oh yes, it's Manycam.
What I don't understand is how you're able to be seen instantly when you have to change the settings in the Hangout as well to the Manycam virtual webcam as opposed to the camera itself.
Well, yeah, everything's running through Manycam through the Hangouts. Manycam on its own. If I click on Manycam, where's my Manycam? Here we go. Click on Manycam.
Something's
Can't start video. Try closing other programs that might be using your webcam. It says so. Okay, yeah. So yes, it was an issue, some kind of issue with Manycam and Hangouts, which has suddenly arisen.
Well, interesting.
Oh no, Dean is at home chortling to himself because he doesn't have to endure any of this.
Well, yeah, sorry about the Halloween thing. But
and get well to Mully too, because
yeah,
I messaged him, and it was actually this time last year that not last year, 2 years ago, that I was at his house, and we went together with Tomoko to the Italian restaurant, and we broadcast from there. And it was a Halloween party, and apparently that's on tonight, but he can't go because he's laid up in bed feeling ill.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. I know they had a date planned, and getting a cold or flu, and not pleasant. And I've heard from other people that they're also getting similar things. It might be just a season.
Yes, change from burning hot to slightly mild with rain.
For a few weeks ago.
I mean, they would call it cold, naturally, but compared to here, it's mild. I don't know, is it freezing in Canada?
No. It was 14 last night when I was out. Let's see what it is now.
11.
What
I could do is, hang on, I need to copy this link. And can you, is there any way you can nudge our potential guest?
Oh, I did just in the link. Hi, hello, Ty. So which link did you want?
I've just copied the second link,
Second link.
and I'm going to send that to Nuts, as I said I would do.
So it's going Ty.
Can you line it me as well, that second link, so I can get that to Nuts on her line? Very exciting show, this, folks. I'm sorry.
It's actually the same link, though. Version of the Hangouts. Oh, that's going to be loud too. Okay. And line it is. There we are. Oh. Oh, hello, Mr. Cordyceps. Yeah, someone ate his modem, I guess. Oh, it can be, eh? Okay, well, I'll disable that.
Yeah, thank you.
Oh, that's why. That wasn't there before. Got it. All changes saved. So, yeah, seemed somebody's messages were being held for review. But I turned it off. Hold potentially inappropriate chat messages for review in a live chat.
Who's messaging me? Oh, Kim.
Oh, yeah, I know.
I'm gonna try. Here we go. Let's see if I can do this.
There was a certain Sock Chi-Chi that suddenly became active after many, many years. Literally many years.
Not quite sure whether this is going to work. It probably won't work again. No, it doesn't seem to want to work. Just have to stick with the Hangouts as it is. Oh, technology.
That's interesting. Okay. Thank you, Frederick.
This could be quite a short show unless our guest wakes up. He felt terrible for last time for not realizing he was the main guest and not showing up.
Yeah.
You did tell him that he is the main guest.
Oh yes. Oh no. He had all the details.
Yeah, he knew. He knew that he yes,
but the only thing he doesn't know and didn't know was his exact working schedule. He said Saturday is open right now, but as often the case, work often pops up at the last minute, or in the middle of the night even. And yeah, that was why. And when you have to drive a couple hours to some of these jobs or more, we'll keep the main guest secret for now. That way,
Dean is not the main guest. No, Dean is indisposed. The main guest is an American chap who was supposed to be the main guest about 3 weeks ago, but instead we got Tina. What's she called? Morgane Le Fay.
Yes, she's rather nice. Yeah. So I'm trying to think now. The Rising Wasabi. Who here reads those articles? Anybody on Facebook?
I sort of not anymore. Not anymore.
Anymore.
I mean, it's like sugar-coated satire on a stick.
Yeah, that's about it. I don't see it every time, but I usually get a little chuckle, anyways. But not everyone knows that it is satire, so I made sure to label it as such. Because I've had fake news appear right under the post as soon as I post it. And, so now on top, I made a new policy. I said, here's a wee bit of satire for you to enjoy, hopefully. And I send it off. Oh dear. Mr. Cordyceps and Ty.
Oh yeah, I'm not quite sure what it is with those two.
You know, this started in Tokyo tonight. A while back.
God! Well, anything can start there. Yes, it's supposed to be a quality show on the surface.
Thousands of dollars of weed for you. Oh dear. And what's this about sabotaging somebody's parachute?
That was last week, Ty. A Halloween 3OD show. We got it out of the way.
I close that. Yes.
This is the technological disaster week.
Yeah, I'll be a ghost for 2 seconds though. Blah, blah. There. Oh, yeah, that's kind of freaky. It's also kind of I'm frozen. No.
I'm gonna turn off my Minicam. If I'd known it was going to do this, I would have put more effort into my backdrop. As it was, you've all been spammed with the backdrop that I had.
The green screen.
The green screen backdrop. John Roberts had to resort to his phone.
I was just testing it out, and too much color though. But I just right-clicked on the main Minicam window, and then picked the phone, and then chose connect. And
on your phone?
On my phone.
Hang on then. Let's see if I can do that. Where are we? Minicam.
Is that the camera? Oh, hello.
So you how do you right-click on a
well, when you click on, you right-click on the Minicam, the main window, and then that menu comes up where you can choose cameras, game, IP cameras.
How can I right-click with a touch screen?
No, I mean on your PC. You have to do it on your PC.
Right. Well, yeah, I did that. It doesn't want to connect.
But you need to open the phone, and as soon as you click on the Minicam mobile. Oh, I closed the device. It will then send a signal to your phone, and you have to say yes on your phone for connecting.
Yeah, accept. Yeah, and then it sort of struggles and struggles and struggles. Oh, there we are. Right, hang on. If I now go to Hangouts, and I go to camera settings, and I change it to what now?
Oh, the Hangout settings should still be on the Minicam virtual webcam.
Okay, they are now.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, look! I mean,
the background. Oh, the background is working. but it's
no,
switching
it's switching between my
phone and
my webcam and my phone.
wow.
What I need to do, hang on, is go into Minicam and get rid of the that. There we go. That should do it. Nope.
Oh.
It hasn't done it either. It seems to be stuck. It's in some kind of like loop.
Oh, so that is odd, because I just switched from one to the other, and boom, no problem. Image black.
And now I don't appear in my hang on.
No, that is the forest coming.
Okay, hang on. A Minicam mobile. Yep. Sorry, folks. This is like watching paint dry.
Well, now is Halloween though. Now you're in the forest. There's a very poor connection. It would appear that some people are about to catch up to you. You may not survive.
It's not doing anything.
Yeah. Okay. Well, it's showing your background now.
Can't start video. No, it doesn't like it. What that's? Oh. Ah, Nuts will get back home about 10:30 Japan time. So we'll be finished by then, if not sooner. We will have finished. Right, I'm going to get for anybody, the viewer, for the poor viewer who was having to endure this, I'll switch that off. There we go. And then we'll try and work this out at a later date, why it's not doing that.
Yeah, that doesn't make sense, that just using the lowest as opposed to the medium setting would do that. But anyways.
So you think it's probably because...
That's the only thing that's different, just the latency setting.
Yeah, because I haven't changed anything on my side. So, and when did you change it? Did you change it before the setting up for the today's show?
Oh no, when I set up today's show, I never leave it at normal. I put it on the second lowest. But it still seems to be long enough to be noticeable when you ask the audience a question and wait for them to respond. So I thought, well, let's try the lowest latency and see how that goes.
Hey,
Jinx. Hello.
Yes, you. I am no longer in the woods, flashing at you. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that job will return to Theo. The walk through the woods. It is the weekend.
What did you get, Jinx, when you went shopping? You sort of put us aside whilst you went shopping. We need to know now precisely what we are worth in terms of Marks and Spencer and such like. Hello, Theodore. Haven't been anywhere yet. You went shopping. You messaged me. You said. Too busy watching Ririchio. If I knew what that was. If it's a television program, it's probably no. Sorry, if it's on YouTube, then yes, okay. I'm currently getting ready to go shopping. Oh right, we're going to be cast aside for Marks and Spencer.
Well, once the
Marks and Spencer
rush fades.
It's one of Ty's friends, Ririchirio.
Oh. Okay.
American Idiot. Who are you talking about, Frederick?
Oh, he's talking about that video that Eric and Raynette and K-San made together, covering that song "American Idiot."
You're not classy enough for Marks and Spencer. It's Pound Stretcher for you, then, isn't it? Bras from Pound Stretcher. One mind boggles. You did it already, Frederick. You bought your bras from the Zurich Pound Stretcher. Marks and Spencer. Some others do have them.
Marks and Spencer.
Oh, Betty.
Well, yeah, not much else happened. That was the big change all week. I changed the latency setting when I set up the Hangout.
Well, don't do it again. It's bloody annoying.
Yes, no, it wasn't intentional.
Yeah, this will be nuts. What does nuts say? Yeah. Oh my God! Sorry. Let me know next time.
Well,
sure thing.
At least made contact with her. That's a good thing.
Yeah. Body release attraction. Oh God. There. Jinx will go into town now with visions of Frederick and body release attraction.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm not wearing my Matrix and Men in Black sunglasses because otherwise short-sighted and I can just about read from this distance. I can just about read the comments because I've got them enlarged. It says WHZ43716. Oh no! Wait a minute. Well, this took quite a turn.
I'm just looking at things now.
I wonder why people don't want to be guests on our show.
Well, to be fair, this hasn't happened before.
Brazil.
Yeah.
Okay,
Brazil.
random. Cordyceps. Brazil. I'm not so short-sighted. I don't know. I'm myopic.
Myopic.
The guest of today's show is the technical difficulties. Yes.
Yes. Why not make it the star? It's just.
I'm probably going to get another apologetic Facebook chat message from our guest.
Well, yeah, you might. But well, he's worth waiting for. I waited for probably 2.5 years to be able to sit down with him face to face and have a good, honest conversation. I certainly hope it doesn't take that long to get him on the show. It was worth the wait, though. I will say that. Definitely worth the wait. And that's one thing that's been kind of different. I've been chatting with people till 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 in the morning.
Every day, more or less.
Every day.
So the show is rather sort of like a 1-hour show where you're only talking to me or Dean or whoever turns up.
Well, and I didn't do it last night. We ended early. But when it does happen, it can go long.
Dean has possibly been abducted by aliens, yes. The clocks go back in the UK today. Did they go back in Canada too?
They used to go back at the same time as yours, but they moved it. It's later. Yeah, for some reason. I don't know why.
It's today, is it? That's good, yeah. Does that mean I get to stay in bed longer tomorrow, or does that mean I have to get up earlier? I can't remember.
Yeah.
Back. Wait a minute. Back.
Yeah, you
back.
get an extra hour.
I get an extra hour in bed. Oh, jolly good. Except on Monday, presumably.
Oh.
I get to stay in bed
Mhm.
on my own again.
Oh. Well, yeah, that's usually how I had it. Because I'll wake up and Sarah hasn't come to bed yet, so there's that issue.
What site still exists?
Yeah,
jvlog.org. Oh yeah,
it still
yeah.
does.
It's sort of there, mouldering away.
Yeah, it does, Frederick.
Like a lot of the J-bloggers, really.
Yeah, I guess it depends on what you're looking for. I mean, if you went over to Japan, oh hey, like well, just
Hey,
an
hello.
individual, with no issues or anything like that. You just wanted to teach English, then hey, you'd have a great experience. Sometimes, unfortunately, people head over to Japan thinking it will change something in our life that really has nothing to do with external circumstances. It has to do more with what they're internalizing. And it can get ugly.
There you go, Jinx. McCordyceps answered your question. You could perhaps get your Chinese students to contact McCordyceps directly, and he will inform them.
That would be fun.
You have to do a live hangout with McCordyceps, who will then inform your students.
He's a tough person to pin down.
Contact me and I'll punch people. Oh, charming.
Yeah, he does sound, he does talk the violent talk, but at the same time, he likes to know that he's an integral part of any broadcast. When he's in the comments, he contributes a great deal to each broadcast.
You need a haircut, Light. How are you going to brush it for you? Brush it forward if you cut it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we're doing all right. Last Saturday, it was. I guess.
Did you get anybody to collaborate with you? This is the question. I saw your post. Anybody in Japan want to collaborate with you? Collaborators. Probably not the best thing to say. We want collaborators. Good God, have I consumed so much red wine? I shall have to stop.
Oh dear.
Because I've got to go and collect my son after the show again.
Is it weather related? Or is it just the younger son?
The younger son. The younger son. Yeah.
So, in a way, it's good because you're saving insurance money. But soon there'll be another vehicle in the family, I'm guessing.
Well, he has a vehicle. He has a motor scooter, but he doesn't need a license to drive that because it only goes about 30 kilometers an hour. But the older son, yes. I mean, ideally, I'd like to give him my car. But my car, it shortly will not be able to drive into any city in Belgium because they have a low emission zone. They're instituting low emission zones. And the car is so old that diesel engine doesn't qualify.
Oh dear. Yeah, to think all this time there was a lot of wool being pulled over a lot of eyes, and it's almost as though they forgot they had done that. And then, oh dear, we're still doing that, and no one caught on. It became an open secret, except with the people that were expecting the emissions to actually be passed. I mean,
does Toronto have a low emission zone?
No.
Because they're fully aware that the buses and trucks and cars and such like and neighboring areas with wind make absolutely no difference.
Oh, really? Yeah. I think they're just trying to. They're following the California standards as opposed to the Euro standards we used to follow a lower. Like our cars had higher emissions when I was first started driving, and we also had the European engines where the States got the American detuned engines, and in a sports sedan. But once we adopted the California emissions, it was good. But no, we're pretty. We didn't even have smog alert this summer because lack of heat. Yeah.
Oh, that'd be good. Your wife could do a voiceover.
Oh.
Light. And yes, Jinx, explain to Light how girls have long hair and not scratch their face every minute. It's because it's covered in a layer of makeup, probably. It desensitizes it. I don't know. Hairspray stops the hair moving about.
I wonder about that. I don't though. I mean,
when I had hair down to my shoulders, so nearly
when it comes around
ago,
and it's like
I just tied it back.
Yeah. But those errant hairs that always pop out at the last minute.
Yeah, it's a genetic thing. Light. It just doesn't bother girls.
Well, actually, it does if you take one of your hairs that's broken off and go up to them when they're not looking, and you just kind of lightly rub it against their face, especially underneath the nose.
Okay.
It produces very funny effects.
On the other hand, leg hair stubble, and underarm stubble, and bikini line stubble are probably terrible.
Yes, you can get cut. The edges of the hair are so sharp, especially when you're a little kid, and you accidentally brush against the leg of an adult female who could use a shave.
There we go.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I still remember that. First time that ever happened, I was like,
3 Old Dudes Depilation Cream available now on Zazzle Store.
So, Gabriel last night, Madagajinka was informing us that she is a musical genius, but we didn't get to hear her creation. When will we be debuting this?
Hi, Gabriel. Dean says hi in spirit.
Okay. And there probably is added latency.
Well, yeah, there's probably less latency. People seem to be responding quite quickly. I do notice. Yeah,
that's why I thought, well, let's give it a shot and see if it's good.
The only trouble is it just buggers up the video. That's all.
I've never heard of that. It's a fairly recent setting. That's extra low latency. But since we're running, it said you couldn't do 1440p and you couldn't have DVR, but we just run it at 720 anyway. So
yes, you can't use virtual webcams.
I'm using one.
Oh well, the web you're using
Minicam.
So why is my Minicam not working?
I don't know. The only extra thing was, did you have swipe open or it just runs in the background that you don't see it?
Skype.
Yeah.
I open Skype before I open Minicam.
Because that's how you adjust the light settings in your camera?
Yeah, just so because the Skype allows me to actually control the webcam.
Oh,
The webcam when it originally was produced had a disc with it which allowed you to sort of install control features on your computer, so you could go to that. But then they upgraded it for Windows 8 and then Windows 10, whereby it's automatic, and the whole thing it just is automatic. So you've got no control at all over it. So it focuses like randomly, autofocus, and it adjusts light settings and white balance settings automatically. So the whole picture changes constantly. You can't freeze it at a fixed setting, but you can if it goes through Skype.
that's very interesting. In the past, I hadn't been able to run Skype and Hangout at the same time. It would say you need to switch one to one or the other.
Well, yeah, I can't. I mean, I can use Skype webcam settings, but it won't. But if I try to use Skype, it will say camera is in use.
Oh.
But the actual control panel for controlling saturation and light and all that business will operate the camera, which is why I do it.
Yeah, very good.
And it's worked fine so far with... Sorry, we're boring you with technical stuff.
Oh, it could be worse. I could be talking about cars.
Or vapes.
Or
Cars
vapes,
or
yeah.
vapes, yeah.
Yeah, even last night I was talking to Becky, and I kept going back to cars because I kept using things that happened while I was driving as an analogy for completely different things. I couldn't get away from it. It was one of those tangents that I go off on sometimes. And she said, "Why are we back to cars?"
Well, it's a good job you didn't go on to Doctor Who, because otherwise, if you'd used that as a reference, she'd been stuck on that also.
Yeah. Then they'd start talking about erotic fan fiction. Doctor Who.
Doctor Who erotic fan fiction. The mind boggles.
Yeah. Well, some of it's good, some of it's crap, but you take what you can get. I know someone that I'm related to that reads Doctor Who fan fiction. Because I walked in, she was reading. Okay. But she tried to hide it. Why are you trying to hide that? What is that?
Yes.
Because that made me curious. Now I wanted to see what it was. So she showed me this, and it was just text. No color, nothing. It was just text. And I'm like, okay, what is this? It's fan fiction. Well, what's wrong with that? It's Doctor Who fan fiction.
I have read, I must admit, back in the day, I read Final Fantasy VIII, erotic Yuri fan fiction. There we go.
Well, I mean, I've read some erotic material that wasn't fan written. It was written by J.D. Ward, if I've got her name correct.
McCordyceps is puzzled.
Yeah, but anyways, Sarah was just concerned people might think she was a nerd, and I said, Sarah, people already know that you are a nerd.
Indeed,
Yeah.
Devil Dog. Why aren't you out enjoying Halloween like any sensible person? Badly erotic fan fiction is the best. If only they made the shows based on your bad erotic fan fiction. There you go. Who knows? There may be bad erotic fan fiction of the Three Old Dudes.
There are links out there. I found links. I come across them every once in a while where they link to our show. So a list of episodes are there, but all it is, it's a page that lets people click on ads that happens to link to our show, and then it goes back to wherever. And the links don't always work, but I'm like, oh, look at this. That's when I do a really intense Google search, and I come up with all these things that people. It's like someone monetizing a show that they didn't produce. That's sort of what it's like. But
no, I have to move this. Yeah, Mount Hyman. Oh dear.
I've been to that mountain. Yeah.
Okay, take care, Light.
All right.
Bad headache, bad weather. You've come down with a lurgy too, Paul. And sort of Mully's got it. Quite a lot of people in Japan have it. I'm wondering whether Japanese people have it or whether it's just gaijin that suddenly can't cope with the change.
I think it's getting not everybody, but a lot of people, because it's different this time. This year's
China.
It started to cool down, and then you had a week of hot. Finally, we went the whole summer with no hot. Then we had a hot 3 or 4 days, and I was like, oh, it felt good. It did feel good. I actually needed to turn the air conditioner on in the car. Didn't have to do that all summer. There you go, though. So nothing was regular. Sarah saying, is it always like this? I'm saying, no, it's never like this, actually. Maybe it was like this many, many, many years ago. 500, 600, who knows? But right now, it's something different. We're going through some changes. And any lessons that were meant to be learned have been forgotten before they're even taught. But there'll be a few people out there keeping things in check. How much of the pie they will take is anybody's guess. We'll find out, maybe.
Well, I've girded my loins against the winter weather, the oncoming winter weather, by consuming almost an entire bar of wasabi and soybean chocolate. Which I posted on Instagram. And then I also bought a packet of Lindt dark chocolate, 99% dark chocolate, 99% pure, and it's pretty disgusting. I mean, I quite like dark chocolate, but I mean, 80% it's still quite sweet and tasty. But 99% dark chocolate is God, it's like, I mean, it has chocolate texture, but that's about it.
Yeah.
Why did I do that? I just saw. I went to buy something from a hardware store, and next door was a Dutch supermarket. So I thought, oh, I need some cheese. So I went in to the Dutch supermarket, and whilst browsing through the aisles, I spotted wasabi and soybean flavored chocolate. I thought that's a bit bizarre, so I bought it.
Well, you're absolutely right. It's a bit bizarre. I know they like to use soybeans for so many things.
Well, yeah. I mean, why Jinx? Well, I mean, if you go into a convenience store in Japan and you see you see sort of pumpkin flavored Kit Kat or or I don't know, dog chew flavored Kit Kat, you go, oh, wonderful, and buy it, and then make a YouTube video about it. So there I was in a Dutch supermarket in Belgium, and I saw some Japanese related chocolate. I thought, why not?
And now it was just the marketing side of it.
Well, no, there were bits of soybean, and it was quite spicy.
That must have been interesting.
No, I wouldn't buy it again. And I ate it in Germany. No, that would take me a 2-hour drive, and I have no compunction.
Yeah, that would be weird for me, driving through Europe.
Yes, adding alcohol to improve the taste would have been a good idea, I think, Devil Dog. It said on the packet, to really appreciate the flavor of the chocolate, put a small piece into your mouth and let it dissolve, and also perhaps drink a coffee.
Oh dear. Ew. Well, I guess everyone has some. I have acid reflux, so I have to be careful. I take my medication.
That is not like sort of like a bad trip, and it's something else entirely. Alcohol in the chocolate, yes, yes, Frederick.
I still remember the time my nephew discovered by mistake brandy beans, and then he continued to discover them throughout the day and throughout the week. As a matter of fact, until they were all gone. It seems the alcohol still had a bit of a kick to it inside those brandy beans. And he was a young lad, and he liked that effect. Oh dear.
Alcohol and chocolate, two bitter things. It depends, Macaulay Sap.
I
mean,
not all alcohol is bitter.
Depends. You can get sweet alcohol and you can get sweet chocolate.
Yeah, but let's see, the darkest chocolate I usually have is 70%.
Yeah, that's about that'll about do it.
Yeah, and it's the Lindt chocolate too. And even that, it's like you can tell that maybe it was better if you baked with it.
Lolly water. This is obviously some Australian slang term for naff alcohol that's sugary or something.
We'll find out just while I'm here.
I like a little bit of lolly water.
Yeah, refers to alcoholic beverages, specifically the type young women prefer to drink, usually a fruity flavored premixed vodka concoction. There you go. So sweet you can barely taste the alcohol content. Well, I once had a spiced rum that was so intensely spiced you couldn't taste the alcohol. So I drank the whole bottle. The alcohol was still there. I just couldn't taste it. The rum was just very good.
Not a big fan of rum. Not even rum and raisin ice cream. I don't like that particularly either.
Well, I don't often have alcohol anymore. It's been over a year since I had my last half Guinness.
Wow. I feel guilty now. I have consumed 3/4 of a bottle of wine since Friday.
Well, I mean, when I did drink, I would probably, I would go to excess. So it got old, and I stopped. And then every once in a while, I'd have a few, and then I'd have one. And yes, I know, Frederick, that was quite a show. Yeah, but when the music finally died for me, I still like the taste of all that different alcohol. I was drinking that 100th Meridian beer here on the show, and that was over 2 years ago now. I drank, I think it was on beer 7 during the show, and I was like, this is fun. And then it was like, then something in my stomach twisted, and it was like, oh, well, that's not fun. And I remembered why I stopped. I was too carried away by the taste and the fact that it was the song. Either they named a beer after the song, or they named the song after the beer. But I think the song came first, the 100th Meridian by the Tragically Hip. The beer was good. It was a good, tasty beer.
That chap died, didn't he? Tragically Hip chappy.
Yeah, just recently. But he went out doing what he loved most. So
I have a new notification. What does it say?
And
Living Dead.
A side effect of those massive concerts that they put on as they were doing their final tour. There's now new laws to protect people buying tickets online, because often you'll go to get tickets, you'll be, as soon as it opens, you click on it, and they're all sold out already, because all these bots have bought all the tickets and then relisted them at much higher prices through a reseller. So there's been some changes to the legislation to reduce the amount that can be heaped on top of a ticket after it's been bought and then put up for resale. And yeah, because it's just why would you pay an entire group of people so give them enough money to so that they have nice houses and things, because they have software that can buy the tickets before everyone else, and then double or triple the price and then sell them again. It's like that doesn't give much value. It doesn't give any value except to their bottom line. So change comes, and then there's always usually too much change, and, but you can't backtrack. You gotta just stick it up and take it. So
I should really be doing my Japanese homework. I missed my lesson yesterday.
Oh, well,
not yesterday, Thursday.
There's one thing to say. Shogunai.
Yes. Oh bloody hell!
Bloody hell!
I've got to now catch up.
Oh bloody hell!
Yes, this is where we need Pauline.
We've been chatting back and forth, playing chat tag, I guess. I might be able to meet her for coffee soon.
Ah, right.
Yeah.
Yes, because she's moved into the city now. She's no longer. Crikey!
I mean, I'm sort of down to the beaches or wherever she happens to be.
Japanese.
That's what I would
TA.
do.
Hang on. What's a TA? Anybody?
Teaching assistant.
Teaching assistant. All right. As opposed to a PA. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, it might have been more fun working as a Japanese PA. I don't know. I knew somebody, well, I didn't know somebody from school, but that somebody who I knew from school had a friend. This was back in the 1980s, who left school at about 17 and went to Japan to become a toy boy. Back when Japan was booming, and became a toy boy of a middle-aged Japanese lady, and she he was her pet gaijin. He made his money that way.
I know who that is.
You do?
Oh, we're not talking about the same person?
No, this is just a school child from England from maybe 30 years ago.
I thought you were talking about Michael, who had sugar mamas. Michael, who's now teaching English in Moscow, I believe.
Michael Kreutzer,
yes.
Captain Jazzblow.
Mm-hmm. So what I need here, Facebook. Yeah, so we made it to the end, Simon.
We did make it to the end, and if you watch the beginning of the show, you'll see me flashing in the woods, and I apologize because it's most disturbing.
Yeah, kind of. Mm-hmm.
And I also apologize for the lack of guest and the lack of Dean. And the show title is very apt. It's Return of the Living Dead. And we will return once more next week, equally dead.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yes, thank you, Frederick. Well, I shall try and I shall. Hopefully, my son will bring his PS4, and I can get a bit further into MGS5. Okay.
I don't know what that is.
And Metal Gear Solid 5.
Okay.
Stay alive. We shall stay alive, Frederick. Yes, thank you.
Yeah, we will. Okay.
And Jinx can now go shopping, unless she has taken us into Pound Stretcher, and our voices are echoing down the aisles as she fingers the quality of the bras. Okay.
Checks the hands.
I think it's time to switch that button.
Yeah. Yes, it is. Okay, folks. See y'all later.
Bye.
If you want the link, just ask.